Hello YouTube, HP Zeta here again today, and we are back on the Minecraft for a little bit. And I just noticed now that you can actually, there we go. That's much better, now you can actually see me. So in any way, we've got a little bit of a project to do. So in terms of this actual multiplayer server, we've got more or less everything that we need. Like, we've got enough food, we've got enough defenses, which is our arrows and stuff. We've got an XP farm, which is the skeleton farm, and that works quite well. There's mending books now as well. There's someone selling those. So basically all the essentials are here. We just need to get down to the nitty-gritty stuff, the stuff that we actually want to play with. And what I really want to play with is redstone components. And in order to do that, we need a slime farm. And unfortunately, that's, in terms of how interesting it is to build a slime farm, it's really not, because you have to do a lot of digging. So I've already started the process, and you can see here's going to be our slime shop that's coming soon. And I did a little bit of digging. Just a bit, because you have to take this down to bedrock. Just a tiny little bit amount of digging. And I did this Monday night, and when I did it, this was Monday night. I don't know if there's supposed to be any spiders anywhere. I don't know where that spider sounds are coming from. So this was basically Monday evening and Sunday. We also had a server crash on Sunday, so some things will be a little bit different, but we try to keep everything as complete as possible. And this is actually right on top of my mine. So if you see down there, I've already started patching in, and you can see clearly that it's 2 blocks, and it's like 2 blocks and then a hallway, etc. going through. And that is literally my mine that died. That's the reason it's there. And I just thought that what I will do today is do a little bit of this together. And yeah, I'm going to be doing all of the heavy lifting, all of the mining myself, so that you guys aren't too bored. As you can see, I've already more or less started doing that. Ooh, skeleton rattles. We shouldn't have skeletons down here. All should be caves that's nicely lit up, so I don't know where those are from. It might be worth at some point getting my account on and then checking and just seeing where the caves are for this. See, there's a one that I didn't fully block off yet. But this is a slime chunk, supposedly. I haven't seen any slimes yet, so if you go F3 and G, see, it's a little bit bigger, it's 2 blocks bigger, but I did that deliberately. F3G, there we go. And this is going to be like our little slime farm to get slimes and stuff. I use Chunk Finder to find this. There is some question about its validity due to it being on a custom server and stuff. So I'm not too sure if this is going to be correct. And if for those wondering, what exactly do you get for mining out a chunk like this? I would say there was about 12 or so gold that we got in terms of resources, a whole bunch of coal, and not much else. It's actually not worth doing this normally. Yeah, you got a bit of iron. It was only like a stack and a half, so it's fairly minimal, to be honest. But I needed a spot where I know that the area surrounding it is well lit, so my cave system at the bottom, at least I know, is very well lit. And that's why I chose this little spot. I also needed a place that we can have access to the bottom easily, so that helps out a little bit as well. But the whole idea of this is we basically need to mine out everything. Because you need skyblock access or sky access, so you need to be able to get natural light in here to get better spawns. And that is what we're going to be attempting today, is just get the best spawn rate we possibly can, all things considered. And I'm hoping we can achieve that. Just can I patch this? Yes. Okay. There's another one right up there, but I'm not going to care too much about that one. It's not like stuff can spawn in there anyway. So yeah, for the last 2 days, this is my life, you know. And for those wondering in how my life is going, well, not too great to be honest. Complications at work, combined with the fact that my bed broke this morning and I don't have money for a new one. So it's one of these new bed frames, and they use such thin wood. I was really shocked. Because when you look at it in the catalogue, it looks like they use quality materials for it, and then when you actually get it, it is cheap and nasty. And in the worst possible way, cheap and nasty. You can see that there's my cave system down there. So all of this needs to basically go. We need to get down to bedrock. And then we're going to build a whole bunch of platforms in here. There's going to be, I think I'm going to do 6. I think the optimal that you can do is 7. But then you've got issues of where do you place the killing mechanisms and all of that. And I just want to do this as easy as possible. That's also why we're going to lose 1 block perimeter around this for the actual spawner. But it is what it is. There's also a big thunderstorm outside, that's why I'm not going to be on here for very long. If it gets too hectic, I'm actually going to unplug the computer. If there's lots of lightning, then I'll unplug the computer and call it a night, because I can't afford to lose this. And for those wondering, I mined this thing out using 5i, so that's the maximum height you can look up to actually block stuff off. And just kind of rocked out. You know? Go 1 line at a time. Just slowly started removing it. The other thing that we're going to have to do is go through the tunnels and block those off. There is a tunnel system there where that block is, that side. That's part of the tunnel system. I did have a look and where we intersected, and we intersected this area is actually like a dead end in that tunnel system. So, and it was already lit up. It was already explored. So I presume someone else explored that system. So now the tricky place starts. We have to kind of mine this out in such a way that we can still like reach all of the blocks. So all of this needs to go. Also why I'm doing things 2 blocks at a time. This is a wall. Yes, it is. So this wall you can actually there's some of the thunder. I don't know if you heard that. So for those wondering, we are now 15 above bedrock. You need to remember that sometimes you stand up on the wrong side. I want to take this down as low as I can possibly get it, so that we can start mining the rest of this out underneath in the actual mine itself. It just makes our lives a little bit easier. And this is basically what I've been doing for a while. And I don't like streaming these sort of things because it's just the same monotony of just removing stone. This one is actually one extra. We'll see how far this lasts. Could that side be possibly for the cave I haven't mined out yet? Could be. In which case it's going to be a lot easier to find out which one we're in at the moment. Time to switch tools. Just to make sure that I don't accidentally mine with that. There we go. Here's a nice view though, all the way up. Here's the mine. That is a beautiful sight. What I wouldn't do for a beacon. For beacon this would have probably taken about 2 hours. In case you don't know how deep that mine is. Whew. Should really rectify this while I'm in here. We don't want any going this way. I'm going to keep these going this way because I can seal these up using andesite or something, so I know that this is here. That was close. Probably. I get all of them? There's one there somewhere that I didn't get. That's good enough. There it is at the bottom. And we're actually quite close to the bottom. No, that's not actually the bottom, is it? Yes, it is. Oh, okay. In which case, let's switch over to my polished andesite. Start marking these off as area that I'm working in. Friday Brown, hi, how are you doing? That's good to hear. I'm also doing well. Sorry, this is not going to be the most exciting stream ever. It's just me literally taking out blocks, but I've already not streamed like all of this down. This is the last 10%. So I thought I'll stream this quickly and you guys can at least have one episode of what it took to actually get this done. Can I reach that? I'll get that the next pass. Are we almost? Yeah, we're good. We're almost at the bottom of this, so we can actually do this for reals. Oh, Ray, you got blown up by a creeper. Oh, poor guy. Can't believe this all used to be mine. This all used to be mine. All of this. We are extremely deep. As you can see, it's actually quite well lit up. Mine side of things. All of the holes that you see in these walls, that's all places that I found like ores or anything that was basically useful that got dug out. Like that, there was an ore there. Probably diamond in that one, if it's that big. It's diamond, I like mine out around the diamond first. Be safe. Ray was blown up by a creeper again. Well, yeah, he's not having any luck with them today. Let's see, creeper, skeleton, creeper, creeper. Yeah. That's a lot of deaths. Thank goodness we're not doing things like I'm dying or anything on this server. It's a little bit high, so I'm just going to stand. So why am I using granite there? Granite is a red block. It's easy enough to spot. For me, at least, you can spot it a mile far away. And red is normally danger. So whenever I see this, I know that I'm heading somewhere I'm not supposed to. Okay, so let's put this down about there. Like I am going to run out of that. Yeah, so this is basically what I did to mine this. The whole thing was just line by line. At the moment we're at 7, so that means that there's only 7 blocks down until bedrock, but you won't ever reach it because like bedrock is thick. It's like 4 layers deep about. There's bedrock. Not quite to bedrock. Yeah. I think this is the last little bit of wall, is this little bit here. See how deep that is. That's all the way. I don't know why I close that up, but that wall should go as well, so now I don't know. I definitely mined out the large chunk in there. And if you polish dorite, it looks like its own unique thing, so you won't ever get confused if you see it in a mine somewhere, whether or not it's something that someone built. So you always know that, hey, I shouldn't be going this way. Polished dorite, polished granite, that sort of bricks, they don't appear naturally in mines, so it's absolutely perfect. So you see how this is the highest one, is that one there. So that's the height that we're going to have to achieve. Which is only too deep. I mean, we can do this in 15 minutes. Also recover some iron. It'll be really interesting if you find diamonds. But I doubt it. It's seldom that you get them this low. That's about halfway. Still don't know if this is a valid spawn chunk for slimes though. According to chunk base it is. Oh really? You're gonna pop back into existence after I removed you? Where's my bed? Okay, that's interesting. Ah. Oh, please don't let this graph corrupted. Yeah, it didn't corrupt. Yay. But at the same time, we need to sleep ASAP. Yeah. It'd be nice if I don't remove the bricks I just put in. Blocks. Wish it was an achievement for mining 1,000,000 blocks. I calculated this and it was 100 and something thousand. It's a lot of blocks. There's some redstone down here. Don't mind if I do. Don't need 16 granite. It's getting there. Now, these are the ones that actually have the highest possibility of having diamonds in them. This batch here. For whatever reason, I mined extremely high. There's some redstone down there. I'm not gonna care much. Tiny little bit. It'll just look weird having a piece of granite there, so I'm not gonna bother. Hey, some iron. Okay. Yeah, let's not waste. Just to show you how much further this goes until you hit bedrock. There we go. It's the first layer of bedrock that you can get is about there. Like there's a shortage of stone. Glad there's at least a little bit of iron down here. Looks like we're not going to get diamonds. But it makes sense because this is a mine that I've been through and stripped everything out of already. So yeah. Interesting that we've got a section here that dissects. Just 64 just by like standing there. There we go. And the last little tiny bit. Yeah, that's done. Let's not waste. Under the bedrock. How weird. Yes, I know there's some lapis there, there's some coal, there's even a little bit of iron up there. But I'm not too fussed. That's it, that's done. Let's light this up. It's nicely lit up. Now we just have to figure out if this actually generates slimes or not. I think I am going to end the live stream here because I can now camp up there and just see if any of them spawns here. They should do. There. See if it still reaches. 33, it should be more than that. It's probably a torch or something there. No, here's the spot. Come on, reach. Don't think it does. Oh no, it does, just barely. Just look at this. This is a big hole. That is one big hole. Wow. There's my markers. If you go and see where those markers are. I wonder if you can actually fly down here. Check if something spawned. Nothing has spawned. I hope this is a slime block. I really, really hope it's a slime chunk. The coordinates are correct. Could also be that we just have the maximum. We've reached the plateau or the maximum number of spawns in this sort of region here, because this would be 128 blocks all around me. I know the village over there is well lit, so that should be fine. See how bad it is. Oh, this is a bad idea. Yep. Nice try, creeper. I heard you. Ooh, that's where you went off. Okay. I think we just reached the maximum number of spawns. We have to still safeguard all of this. Yes, this is a zombie not burning. What on earth? Why aren't you burning? And he's just like chilling. And we've got some cooked chicken. Speaking of chicken, I just want to show you guys a quick update. So we do at least something a little bit more entertaining in this episode, other than wearing our tools down. Got little cat island here. There's a lot of cats here. There's the little shop. Did you get any more books in, or is it still only mending and... Oh, he's got lots. Silk Touch, Depth Strider, Flame, Frostwalker, Unbreaking, Sharpness, Piercing, Protection, Feather Falling. I might have to upgrade my Feather Falling. Got 4, so buy 2 of those. Aqua Infinity, Smite, Mending, Blast Protection, Riptide, Mending, Sweeping Edge, Projectile Protection, Looting, Respiration, and then doesn't have those 2 yet. No Protection 4s. And Protection 3. How many of those does he? He only has 1. But definitely not bad. It's a nice little setup. And let's go have a look at KFC. And someone's chest here. That's a lot of packed ice. There's our witch hut, which unfortunately people have been building farms around it, so we can't use it anymore. And there is a witch in here. I can hear it. There's the witch. And then KFC. Chicken, payment chest, and chicken feathers you can take for free. Lots and lots of chicken. It's 1 diamond for 64, 1 diamond a stack. And you haven't seen this awesome iron golem farm yet, iron farm. Let's quickly have a look at that. Check this thing out. That's where they spawn, and then the water pushes them down. A lot of villagers in there. And this is Zenti's one. Awesome farm. I think he's busy AFKing. Yeah, that's more or less a little bit of an update of what's going on here. I'll try and do like a full world tour with everyone's permission at one stage. Show you guys everything that we've done so far. Oh, there goes another one. Lots of cats, because technically that's a village, so... Free KFC. Anyway, cheerio guys.